This is the serious face of collecting. Although it's Saturday at Gloucester Leisure Centre, there aren't any of the usual family groups around. The dads bringing the youngsters along for some exercise and a spot of fun. These folk have come from all over the country, and in one or two cases, probably even from abroad, prepared to queue here for a couple of hours in pretty wintry conditions. And the kids have been left strictly at home, because these are collectors of toys.
I've bought a Rover 2000 Corgi, minus tyres, and I'm hoping to swap for the tyres a Dinky Ford Taurus. And this is really the reason for the visit, from Guernsey.
You've come from Guernsey?
From Guernsey, Channel Islands, yes.
Well, I flew in a week ago from Dubai. I work out in Dubai for a company. We're trying to sell our products out there.
But is this, I mean, have you arranged the trip specifically to come to this?
Yeah, I'm afraid 3 times a year I try and arrange a trip around the Gloucester swap meet.
So, what on earth is the fascination that makes you come halfway across the world?
Well, primarily my hobby is Hornby Doblo, and the Gloucester swap meet is the prime event of the year for my hobby.
Have you come to swap or to buy?
Well, primarily to buy. In the oil industry, we have money to spend, and it's impractical for me to carry the stuff back from Dubai. Really.
How much money are you prepared to spend putting a collection together?
Well, I think so far in the last couple of years I've put £6,000 or £7,000 into this.
At first sight, it looks like a gigantic second-hand toy shop, and all the familiar models are here. Hornby Double-O, Triang, Dinky and Corgi. But appearances can be deceptive. The most sought-after models here have never been touched by a childish hand, never been played with. They're collector's pieces, to be admired and handled with the delicacy usually accorded to a Ming vase. There are foreign buyers as well as foreign models, and a kind of tension in the atmosphere, lest someone else has spotted the gem you missed.
Oui, ça c'est des Ligor, là.
Oui, mais c'est une Ford.
La Ford.
Alors que là, c'est la Citroën Rosalie. Voilà, celle-là, c'est pas la même. Pas la même. Mais c'est très beau parce qu'il y a une variété de couleurs qui est
chouette.
Ah, oui.
Mercifully, not everything is marked up in hundreds of pounds. It's claimed you can find anything at the Gloucester swap meet. So I set off in search of a particular favourite model of mine, and found it.
Ah, I should go look.
Now that's your actual D-type.
That's your actual D-type.
Now, guess what I've got?
Another
An original D-type. Now, this I see is marked at £12.75.
Right.
Now, what's that one worth?
About 2. In that condition.
You don't think much of the condition?
The condition is all in this.
Well, not quite all. Rarity plays an important part too. Although models were manufactured in tens of thousands, they were very quickly replaced as fashions changed. Pre-war ones in good condition are now very scarce. Occasionally, for promotional purposes, limited editions were made, and these are collector's gems. Although since collecting became big business, there have been attempts to exploit this by calling a large production run a limited one. But many of the famous names, like Dinky, are no longer in business and can only be found at meetings like this. You've got a sign there saying toys bought or exchanged, but everybody I've seen seems to be buying. Is anybody actually swapping?
Well, at the moment, we've had 1 or 2 swap, and this is a good idea because we can get what we want and they can get what they want, and there's no money exchange hands that way. Some people haven't got the money to pay out, so they'll bring the excess toys and say, well, what will you give me on these for, say, a particular model like that or any model on the table? We're quite happy to exchange.
Now, are you just a dealer, or do you actually collect things yourself?
I collect Dinkies myself. I'm not a dealer. I don't rely on this for my daily bread. It's a self-financing operation that I just buy things for my own collection.
It costs only £10 to hire the minimum stall, but many of the stall holders are professionals. So how much of a racket is it? Like an innocent abroad, I set out equipped with some genuinely good models, collected by our production team. I'd consulted a Dinky guidebook, but I wasn't altogether sure I'd be offered as good prices here. So how much is that?
Well, in a mint box condition, this would be fetched somewhere about £25. But obviously we haven't got a mint box condition here, but we have got an original condition.
Yeah, well, we've got a mint box condition there. Have a look at that.
Now, you're saying it's a mint box condition. The box is mint, which is very nice indeed.
Yeah.
But as you can see, Lion Swiss roll. Now, when we start talking about mint box, we mean mint without a single mark on it whatsoever. Now, here we have marks here, there, another mark there, several marks here. Very nice model, but devalues it greatly due to the condition that it's in. It's in very good condition, but mint box, it certainly is not.
How much
it's very
would you,
nice.
How much would you offer me
I
for
would
that?
think about £50 for that.
But I've seen on another stall down there, now admittedly they only offered me a measly £2 for my D-type Jaguar, but they had one of these
Yes.
in identical condition with a box
Yes.
for £95.
Well, they're possibly the people that might offer you more then, because you see, the point is that I know what I can sell this for, so I've got to work out my percentage profit, and I would sell it for obviously a lot less than that.
You would sell it for a lot less.
Oh yes, a lot less than what the 95 that they quoted you over there, which they've got one for sale at. So obviously I couldn't go to anywhere near that price. But still, a £60 would be a very fair estimate.
It's gone up from 50 to 60. Wouldn't like to jack it up a little bit more?
£60 would be my top.
That looks absolutely splendid. How much is that? The train? Hello? How much is the train?
2,500.
2,500?
2,500 pounds.
What makes it worth that much?
Well, it's very rare. It's about 1898 to 1902. The locomotive is believed to be made by Carson. I understand through research that he only built 3 locomotives. One was a Royal Scot, the other one was a Cardine, and the 422, which is at in the front.
It does seem extraordinary that so many of the firms who made these models have gone bust, because I'd hate to estimate the amount of money that's changed hands here today. It's obvious from the size and the sheer intensity of events like this that there's a tremendous market for collecting model toys, and that meets like this are no passing craze. For myself, well, I didn't make a fortune out of my little D-type Jaguar. £2 was the best offer I got. But then I played with mine.